For plate 1.3, you sort of get to choose which version of drawing lines you want to do, but let's get started again. I know that I'm going to need a rectangle from 0, 0 to 11, 8.5. There we go. And all the same stuff is done. I've got my dynamic input, my angles, my O snaps. Let's take a look at what this should look like. Here it is. You can see I've got a starting point. Now, the one thing about this one that's a little odd is it doesn't actually meet at this bottom corner. If I start running this way, kind of counterclockwise, and draw it, there will be a little bit of a gap, a tiny little gap down here. And if I go the other way, same thing will happen. There will be a tiny little mismatch down here. So you can keep that in mind. It's not a problem. It's just the way it is. And it's because this 45 degrees at exactly 2 is it's a rounding error for the up and down numbers. Let me download that one. We're getting good at this. And left click, bring it in, click, click, click. There it is. Make this one larger. And I think I'm ready to go. And I'm going to start at 1, 1. 1, 1, 1. And then I'm going to, I don't know if I start at 0, 0. If you get things off, you can do the move command that you'll use later on. That's really interesting. Off for a moment. There we go. Sometimes if you start out wrong, it'll all be wrong. So you have to fix it early on. So 1, 1. There we go. Over 1.25. Up 3. You can just follow along as I go. Over 2.75. Down 3. And I keep getting that nice green snap. Now this one's 45 degrees. And it is 2.00. You could just write 2 long. 1.58 over 1.12 up. 2.09 over 2.47 up. Ooh, this is 0.31 over 1.5 down. 2.8 over 1.5 up. 0.8 over. Did I do that one already? No, 0.8 over 1.5 down. 1 over. And then it goes all the way down 4.5. If I zoom in, not off by a lot, but it's off. And if I do DIST to measure the distance between 2 points, it tells me it's off by 7.2 thousandths, 0.0072 inches. That's not very much, but if it was important, it would be a big deal. So here we go. We're getting good at this. I'm going to make these darker. Click, right click, properties, line weights, make it darker, and turn my line weights on. Now I've got something I can snip. Save this. I'm going to save my drawing first. Sometimes I save it even before I've even drawn anything. Now I'm going to do my snip. Still caught some of it in there. Go, File, Save As, Plate 1.3. There you go. That's your basic draw line command.